The time is now. On everything.
We move on to Baby Hawk's main event, man.
I mean, I'm gonna talk my shit, of course I am, but I will let you have the floor first, and just again, initial reactions, breakdown of the co-main event.
A co-main event. We had Michael. Well, I got beef. Just one real quick beef. I'll say maybe at the end if I remember. I'm a little up there, but the oops, wrong one. The nickname Iron Mike. Come on, man. There's only one Iron Mike.
He's in the UFC, I know.
What?
It's a tribute name. Come on now.
It's a tribute name. You're right. No, but Michael Chandler, former champion of Bellator, 3-time champion, if I'm not mistaken, versus Dan the Hangman Hooker. Now, I knew of Michael Chandler before he made his UFC debut. I got a good friend. Some call him Dave. You know what I'm saying? Some call him Baby Hulk. So, he put me on Michael Chandler a little bit. I can't lie. He told me I was one of his favorite fighters. And, I never watched Bellator, so I didn't necessarily know why. And then I found out this past Saturday when he fucking ended Dan Hooker's night early in the first round. The guy was supposed to be the better striker in the fight too. And he was the one engaging everything, which sometimes I get. You're the shorter guy, you have to, because otherwise the motherfuckers be playing with the distance, and the reach. But I thought Dan Hooker was gonna be active. He's a fucking kickboxer. This guy was shorter than him. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be more skilled. He talked all this shit about being with the best of the UFC. You know what I'm saying? And then you were just, I don't know if it's because Izzy's had success being a counter fighter, and maybe he's trying to like mimic that to start, actually gunning for a title at this point, or like what. But I don't know what was up with Dan Hooker, but I know he got caught. It was just beautiful. It was a setup with the right cross or whatever, jab, whatever the fuck it was. And the left hook. Is he left-handed? What stance is he?
He's an orthodox, but he's really good at switching.
Man, KO'd him with the left hook. And then from there, every fucking... sometimes motherfuckers get like knocked down. There's like punches get sloppy. Sometimes you see some shots in the back of the head because they're just like, like they're frailing everywhere. On the fucking money every time. Boom, 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 boom. Temple. I'm like, oh, shit. And they even tricked him a little bit. Oh, maybe I might choke you out. No, we back to this shit. We got to beat that ass. Michael Chandler is a truth. And then to end it with the perfect call out. It was like, in that moment, how many times have we seen that moment fucked up? The fumbling of the words, or you mispronounce someone's name, or you don't know how to say fucking Nurmagomedov and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many times do we see that fucked up? Intensity, 10. Delivery, 9. Because at one point he's whatever, you know what I'm saying? But the call out just in general, man.
Yeah, I feel it can be
fucking money, man. And then I was just happy to see it, bro. I got to post a dad streak. Everyone was a dad this weekend. I guess I could have did it for any winner, but that's one of my favorite dads of the night because his son in their situation, you know what I'm saying? You see him all over Instagram and stuff like that. They're the shit. I love that duo. And those hands are nasty. He's talking about when I was doing this. Nah, I'm just kidding. He's talking about Michael Chandler hands. Fucking power, man. But you the one who sold me on Michael Chandler. You're part of the reason I picked him. I looked very mystic this weekend, by the way. I don't know if you've been noticed. I was undefeated on everything this weekend.
I've seen that. And I was like, yo, that prediction, I wonder where he got it. It almost sounds very familiar to me. I guess I never know.
Yeah, man. It was actually your prediction, I think, too. I think I did mimic it exactly.
Maybe.
We'll have to run the tape. But what was your view of it? Because that's your boy.
I mean,
that was your favorite fighter before he was even in the UFC.
I mean, guys, like the only bad thing before Saturday night about being a Michael Chandler fan is just the vast majority of y'all didn't know what I already knew, that he's the best lightweight on the planet. This is Mr. Bellator, 3-time lightweight champ. Just a fucking D1, Mizzou, walk-on, became captain, amazing athlete, big power, super explosive.
Oh, he wrestled at Mizzou?
Yes, he did.
Tyron Woodley went there too, right?
Yeah, and Aspirin. He said, yo, those are his big brothers. Like when he was coming in, they were graduating. They kind of mentored him and, took him under their wing. So he comes from, MMA, wrestling, royalty. He's workhorse. Like, can I just say, I don't even know. No, I don't know where I want to go with this because it's so much that I
It's a
can
lot.
say.
It's a lot to unfold. It's a lot to
I can
unfold.
talk about this forever, but like Michael Chandler, I'm just stick to the facts. Michael Chandler is a pressure fighter. He doesn't do anything spectacular in the fact that is very hard. He doesn't do a very complicated movements, anything like that. Like you said, keep it simple. He is a 1-2 guy who's very fast. He can explode in all his punches, but he also sets it up with level changes and head movement. So you never know. You always know it's a 1-2 coming, but what is it just going to be a plain 1-2? Is he going to switch level? Is he going to change elevations in W? So it's so much that you have to deal with. And like you were saying,
the Ole One-Two.
the old
The Ole One-Two. That's what he hit him with.
he does it. And
Dude.
I heard you say like, what was Hooker? Why wasn't he throwing more and everything? When that type of pressure is applied on you and you don't know what's coming, you don't really want to just send anything out there. And like he said, he's bouncing a lot. He's invading his space. He's level changing. He went to the body a couple of times in that fight, and you can see he level changes, goes to the body, comes up with a vicious left hand. He's very good. If you ever see him knock out Ben Henderson, he 1-2 comes in his southpaw stance, and he'll throw off of the southpaw stance. So he's good on either leg. Landed that big left hook. And like you said, precise ground and pound, wasn't sloppy. You can see he didn't get frantic. He was still very composed, picked his shots. Hardy was over, and the backflip was great. Dare I say it's even better than Justin Gaethje's backflip.
Wait, whoa. Hold on. He didn't land the backflip.
Huh?
He didn't land.
I mean, he
looked like a dad landing the backflip. He said, "Oh."
I mean, it was perfect. And come on, the call out. I'm glad you said you liked it. I of course liked it, but I was hearing a couple people say it was lame, and some even said,
"Wait, the fight?"
Yes, the speech, and some even said,
"Really? Are you serious?"
Yeah, I've heard some people say cringe. Like if you go to the interview and look at the comments, man, that was
those are haters, bro. Those were guys who lost money that night. That's what that was. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna get kicked off for that. I'm gonna play it.
You can play like I don't think you should put up the video, but you could play like the audio.
No, I'm gonna play that shit. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit.
The UFC going like wheel.
Hey, you know what? They were going hard this weekend, my man. You know, you heard Dana talking about the streamers and whatnot.
Yeah, he's coming for your ass.
Pause. Not playing, man. The Rock says. Bro, that shit was fire, bro.
The only thing that was missing was because Stone Cold said so.
Hey, he killed it because I think he killed it because you can call it cringe, whatever, but like so many people fuck up that moment. And it becomes cringy. They forget a word, they stutter, they fuck up somebody's name, they fucking motherfuckers run out of breath. You know what I'm saying? They don't sound as tough.
Dude, it's one like you said, it's very hard to hit. Either you have something good to say without the energy, or you have too much energy and you can't make it through like what you have to say. A lot of people look dumb, most are very forgettable, but nailed it. If I could tell you who he reminds me of, that combination, he like how he started off, he said, I'm just a small town guy, pick yourself up by his bootstrap. That was very like Matthew McConaughey, like, all right. He's a good old country boy, like, man, I work hard and all that. And then you see a transition to motherfucking Ric Flair, Ultimate Warrior. Like, you gotta beat somebody. Beat me if you can. God bless. See you, Mike.
See you at the top.
Bro, my man, like, it was perfect. Like, my brother, who isn't a fan at all, he doesn't like him because, he doesn't watch Bellator, and I'm such a big fan. And all I do is talk about him. He said that gave him goosebumps because even if you want to say cringe, I don't know what cringe is, like, it's a little bit embarrassing. It's almost impossible for him to be embarrassing when, like, he's so genuine, it seems, and he's very excited. So you can say, oh man, it comes off a little bit like WWE, but at least this man's giving you something. He's giving you energy, he's giving you intensity, and he's well spoken. So man, I think he's great on the mic.
Bro, he dropped bars. And Lenny from MMA Unhinged agrees. He said, "Yeah." He said, "I hope he's okay." He's talking about Dan Hooker, RIP. But he said he's so dope on the mic. He was, man. He dropped some bars, man. And there's some other boxing news that got commented on in the section. I want to hit it here first, but you see, I guess Dan Hooker threw his gloves in the octagon.
Yep.
I don't think he retired. I think he was just more like hurt in the moment because he knew he was supposed to be the better striker. He's the guy who had all the length and the range on top of being the better striker, and it just wasn't his night. It wasn't that way.